Hey guys, Mitch Bay coming right back at you. This is for Carolyn and also for Cindy asking me, where can you source stuff for your new eBay store? Good question, right? You guys should already know from my first video I ever did on this channel, you always source first time at home because you have a lot of things at your home, in your garage, in your closets, things you don't even think about that are there that are worth money. They really are. So look through your closets, look through your garage, and also too, if you're not sure, bring out there the eBay app with you on your phone and check it out. Put up an old phone, like an old belt up there, and look at it and scan it and see if it's worth anything. Clothes, brand name old clothes always do well. Jordache or Wrangler, those names are a little bit dated, right? But they're really good for resales on eBay. Old jewelry, whatever. Look around your house first. Always source your house first. So the first place to look at is your house, okay? Number two, I want you to look at, of course, is going to be yard sales and estate sales. They're not the same. So let's go down. Let's break it down for you, okay? Yard sales are more your freelance people, people out there selling this or that, whatever they want to sell, they want to get rid of, right? The best yard sales are people who are moving, who are going somewhere because they do not want to bring that stuff with them to their new state, location, blah, 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 whatever. So you can usually do negotiations with those guys. If you guys know how to bargain, Don't be ashamed to bargain because they don't want the stuff. They're moving, right? You go there, look at their stuff, and try to make a negotiation with them, of course. Try to bargain with them, of course, right? Garage sales are people just selling stuff, they're not moving anywhere. They might be a little bit more resistant, but still, why do you have garage sales? I know I have them because I'm trying to get rid of stuff, get my garage more cleaned out, right? Make more room or whatever, right? For more junk, right? Because we buy junk all the time. So garage sales are a great place to put sourcing to source for you. Now, estate sales are different. You got to understand there's two kinds of estate sales. The first type of estate sale is by professionals. I do not shop, I do not source at professionals who are doing estate sales. Why? Because they know the game and they know they're going to charge me full price. So I have no resale value there at all. So why should I go to that, right? My best kind of estate sales I go to are the ones that are done by family because they truly want to get things going, get things out of the way before they sell the property or before they have to, put this stuff somewhere else. They do not want to put that stuff in their house into storage. Why? Because it costs more money. It's much cheaper to just put the stuff on sale at an estate sale and have you, the buyer, come and get them. I've made some excellent sales from resales from estate sales done by family, okay? So you always want to do that. The other thing you want to do is think about going to your retail clearances. So what do I mean by that? Every year, twice a year, Old Navy has them twice a year. Also, you have stores like even Target has these clearance sales. So when do clearances happen usually? Usually on the two big times of the year. In the summer, in the Christmas. Always, right? Always, always, always. You can go into these stores, look at their games, their video games, their board games, whatever. Stuff is marked down. You're thinking, well, why would people do this? Because a lot of people in America, they don't have access to Target stores and things like that. A lot of America is in small towns. They don't have access to the big stores that you might have access to, right? So if you have access to these stores, you can go in there, get these games, get these books or whatever, get them with their cut down really cheap, right? And do it that way. That way you can make a killing that way too. In the summer, into the about Christmas time, okay? That's when you want to go in there to these retail stores, get those clearances and make a killing that way. You guys can do very well. Remember, just because you have access to a nice big store like a Target doesn't mean a lot of America does, because a lot of Americans do not have access to those big stores that you have. But they do have mail and they do have a credit card. So that's your advantage there right there, okay? Another thing too are thrift stores. Now, when I say thrift stores, I mean Goodwill too, okay? But here's the deal. As a reseller on eBay, Goodwill in your bigger cities, they're becoming more aware that you can make a profit from their free stuff they're getting. So you can make a profit. They know that people are now making profits from their Goodwill products, right? So what are they doing? They're marking it up. Are they making it more competitive, right? To make it your sliver of resale value very small, maybe $2 or $3 at most, right? For me, as you guys know, if I can't make double the hit, I don't even do it. I don't even try to sell it, and I don't buy it. So thrift stores are great. Like I like Father Joe's Villages and stuff like that, right? Any other store that's not a Goodwill that's also a thrift store is a good place to go into and check out. They have good stuff in there, right? And most of your thrift stores are not trying to compete with, say, Goodwill, not trying to get the top-notch stuff to put behind a glass case. They're just trying to move product, right? Every store, including your store, the number one game is for you to move your product, right? You don't want to sit there with your stuff sitting there for months and months and months on the shelf. No one wants that. You don't want that. Even grocery stores don't want that, right? What's in the front at the aisle of a grocery store? Their oldest product is always in the front, right? Always. They want to get rid of that and keep it going like a conveyor belt. Same way with your eBay store, same way with thrift stores. They want that product to be gone to make room for other product, okay? So Goodwills are okay. I like them still, of course, but better, you want to go to your thrift stores. Those are heavy hitters. You do really well with that if you talk about resale. Another one too, people are coming out more and more. I'm seeing are these bin stores. We have a few bin stores here in San Diego. So what is a bin store, right? That's a good question, right? So, long story short, in LA, Los Angeles, where I live, a couple hours away, these warehouses, and they get products from Target and Amazon, whatever, right? Some are returns, some are shelf pulls, right? They get a whole pallet of these products, right? Maybe it costs like $15,000 for a pallet, maybe 10,000, who knows, right? A bin store will buy maybe 2 or 3 of these pallets, right? So imagine somebody goes to this warehouse in LA, buys a $15,000 pallet, brings it back to their store, right? They break the pallet down, they put it into literal bins in a store space, maybe a 10,000 square foot store space, right? Maybe 6 or 7 bins, right? And then you, the consumer, can go in there and buy these products at, of course, a discounted price because it comes from a big warehouse anyway to the bin store. So these are bin stores. Bin stores can be kind of frantic because a lot of these bin stores have these price reduction days. What does that mean? It means like on Saturday, anything in the bin is $9. Anything in there is $9. Doesn't matter what it is, it's $9. Sunday, $7, right? Monday, $5. Tuesday, $3. Every day it goes down by $2 or $3 or whatever the situation is for the bin store, but it's always going to be a discount per day that they're open because what they're trying to do too, right? They're trying to clear their shelves like everybody else, right? At this point here, before we go on, please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Hit that like and also comment as well. I would like that as well. Thank you very much. So they're trying to clear they're trying to clear their inventory like we all are. Your eBay store, you're trying to clear your inventory, right? So you can sell more stuff. They're the same way. They are going to want to clear their stuff. That's why every 1 or 2 days, they are taking products for a cheaper price, right? $9, $7, $5, $3. I've even seen before $1 bin store days, and you think it's all junk. It's not always junk, Sometimes it's good stuff in there still for $1, okay? So bin stores are a big thing. Now, the last one I'm going to tell you guys this is kind of like if you've been doing eBay for a while, it's not for amateurs, not for new people. The bulk stores. Actually, there's a store called Bulk, B-U-L-Q. It's online, bulq.com, where you yourself can buy either a box or a pallet of a product that you want to sell on your eBay store. Now, of course, you got to have the storage space, right? Use a garage, half a garage, a storage somewhere, a room, whatever, right? Somewhere to put this product in. But also, before you buy this stuff, you got to ask yourself, right? Am I going to be a part-time eBayer or a full-time eBayer? Because once you start buying pallets that huge, you're full-time. It's almost a store, right? And so when you get to that level, you're going to have shipping stuff figured out, your materials figured out, your inventory figured out. You're going to have some kind of Excel program to keep track of your inventory figured out. You're going to have to understand that you're going to graduate, right, from part-time, like I am, I'm part-time, to full-time. And that's a full-time deal because if you're buying like 15 grand worth of stuff, well, you're trying to make a profit twice that, right? So you try to make a profit of 30 grand. That's a full-time job, unless you have somebody at home who can run the store for you while you're at your, at your 9-to-5 job. But that's a full-time game right there, guys. That's the heavy-hitting type stuff, right? So at the very least, go look at bulk.com, bulq.com, and try to understand how that works over there, right? Because it's the real deal. It's heavy-hitting stuff. That's why I put it last, because I really don't recommend that for anybody until they're ready to go full board. Maybe half a year or a year of eBay sales experience, because you're putting into that it's a heavy investment. It's a big investment to make. Now, I get some of my inventory. I told you before, I get inventory from warehouses too. But my inventory I get is in boxes. It's not very big, maybe $400 for my boxes, But bulk.com has things like $10,000, $12,000, heavy hitting stuff, okay? So those are your 5 sources in which you can get your awesome stock for your eBay store. Look at them each, remember what I told you in this video, how to look at the estate sales, how to understand the Goodwill versus the thrift stores, because there is a difference in the game for all of them. You got to understand what you're walking into and how to do that, okay? If you have any comments, let me know. Please subscribe as always, and please hit like. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.